G'day, how you going? Welcome to Emerging in London. I'm your host, Dieter, and today I'm joined by Alex Kate. How you going today?
I'm doing so well, thank you, yeah.
You've just done a energizing performance of your upcoming single, Dare Me Greatly.
Yeah.
Now, I've got to ask, why did you decide to pick that song to perform with the LDN Features band today?
Well, I think I was more thinking about the band and what they would have fun playing with, and I sent a couple of options, but the guys at LDN were like, no, we're going to do this one. And it feels like one of the most poignant on the album. So I was like, okay, let's do it. It was meant to be released much later, but I'm just rolling with it and being like, okay, we'll change it up. But the track is about breaking up with fear and shame. And I feel like I read this book by Brené Brown called Daring Greatly.
Yeah. And
literally as I was reading it, I started writing in the back of my book the ideas for this song, and then took it to my producer, and the song was born. And it's actually really fun because it's just been me, my producer, and a couple of others who've known the song. So it's really fun to share it with the band just now.
So you recorded that one out in the States?
Exactly, yeah.
So Nashville, what was it like recording out there?
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
I went out with a couple of songs and came back with like mountains of songs. Some that we recorded and some that we are yet to record. And it's electric there. Like everyone lives and breathes music, and you're churning out music every single day. And the instrumentalists were just like incredible. So it was a real treat.
Real treat. I wanted to talk about your other single as well, Maybe God Is Everywhere. Now, I saw the music video, and I read on your Instagram as well, there was a bit of a backlash, or not a backlash, it triggered some people.
Oh yeah.
And I'd like to ask you a little bit about that.
Well, actually, to be honest, not many people said it triggered them, but I assumed it would.
Ah, okay.
Because it brings up the God word. And what's quite funny is with this last song, it was sort of, I'm really touching on the themes of religion, but religion in a negative sense. Similarly, in Maybe God Is Everywhere also, because I wrote Maybe God Is Everywhere when I was in America before the elections, and just getting really annoyed at the way in which God is just touted for political gain, and actually just being like, hang on, we need to be loving.
Yeah. This
world is just fighting each other in the name of God, and it's just not okay. So I wanted to do something to maybe provoke a little bit, particularly in the video, showing the left and the right, showing marches from different stances.
Yeah.
Because I think we live in this polarized culture, and there's no room for nuance, and there's no room to be like, hang on, let's find the love in every single area. And try and find places that we agree and not disagree. So I've become, without realizing, a kind of political singer, but politics in the way that I want to stand in the nuance.
Yeah. So is religion and God, is that had any influence on your music?
Yeah, a huge amount. I mean, I'm sort of spiritually, I connect with Christianity, but I would say I've moved away from the very solid institution of it. I studied theology, and I'm a constant seeker. Love chatting to people with different faiths and sort of philosophy and things like that. So I think I call myself a life learner, but I do see the real negatives of religion, and I feel like it's time to join with other voices and be like, this is not okay.
Well, I absolutely loved your performance today. Have you got any new music coming out, perhaps an album or an EP?
Yeah, I've got an album. So I've released the first 2 tracks of my album, and I've just released another one called Boundary Boy. And yeah, I've got 9 tracks. 9, yeah.
Amazing.
It's really fun because I've only done EPs up until now, and I was just like, let's do an album, and it feels quite fun. I've been working with this incredible producer called Mitch, who is also a co-writer on some of them as well, and other co-writers. Mitch and I wrote Dare Me Greatly. And I couldn't believe that this would be me a year ago. So I feel really grateful.
Well, you've done some amazing music, and it was really fun to see you perform today as well. Thank you so much for joining me on Emerging in London. Where can people find you? So
Alex Cape Music on TikTok, Instagram, and Alex Cape Music is my website. But please do reach out, because I would say to any artist or anyone interested, like, I do reply, and I love that you're doing this emerging show, because it's really hard for us emerging artists. And so we need to just band together and encourage each other.
That's what emerging's all about.
Yeah, so cool. It's awesome. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much for joining me on the show today.
It's a pleasure.